Let me start with a basic question. Does anyone here know about Sasquatch? Even if you don't believe in them, many people around the world claim to have seen these creatures. Big, hairy, human-like beings living in the forests or mountains. Almost every continent has its own version of this legend. I got interested in researching Sasquatch sightings, or at least reading other people's research, because sightings have increased in my county lately. About a month ago, our local rangers noticed something strange. The number of deer and elk in the area had suddenly dropped, and they were finding half-eaten animal bodies scattered around. At first, we assumed it was just bears, but as you might guess, it turned out to be something else. The rangers and local hunters decided to organize a hunt, thinking they were dealing with a very aggressive bear. Usually, regular hunters aren't allowed in the reserve, but in this case, the situation seemed serious because farmers were finding these animal carcasses in their fields. One dead animal was even found near a barnyard. Looking back, we should have noticed something odd. All the animals had their faces eaten off. We didn't think much of it at the time. Our theory about a bear seemed confirmed when a local farmer's 4-year-old son reported seeing what he called the bear man climbing over a fence in their field. Naturally, people dismissed it, thinking it was just a child's imagination. As part of the hunt, many trail cameras were set up around the forest and fields to catch sight of the animal. But what the cameras captured was surprising. There were sightings at different locations around the same time, and the animals didn't look like regular bears. They had the fur and face of a bear but stood upright, with bodies that looked more like a human's. When these photos leaked to the town, it caused quite a stir. At first, only the farmers and hunters knew about the images, but one of the farmers shared them with the media, causing an uproar. Some people were thrilled, thinking Bigfoot had made its home in the area. Others were scared, while some were skeptical, believing it was all a trick or a camera illusion. The more skeptical crowd insisted that these creatures were just bears, and voted to continue hunting them to keep the town safe. Meanwhile, others thought the images might have been faked with Photoshop to gain attention. The rangers stuck to the idea that it was only a bear problem. But things changed when a local family had an unsettling encounter. A city family was staying at their vacation cabin, as they did every summer. On their first day, the mother took her 2 young children for a walk on a trail. She was advised to stay on the path to avoid any hunters in the area. During their walk, her little girl pointed out something strange. She saw what she called monkey people following them. There were 2 of these creatures watching from several dozen yards away. The mother decided they should keep their distance, but the little girl started waving and shouting at the creatures. That's when one of them began moving towards them, huffing, puffing, and growling. The mother quickly grabbed her children and rushed back to the cabin. They left the next day, which turned out to be a good decision because the day after they left, their cabin was broken into. The rangers blamed it on bears once again. This encounter was just the beginning, and things only got more intense from there.